Welcome back to Tundra's Racing. We've got a really cool video set up for you guys today. We've got our second 48 card quarter mile drag race tournament. So we have these 48 cars that'll be racing down the track, down the big 6 lane, down to the finish. We're going to be going double elimination style, and we're going to be racing against our current champion in the end here to try and beat the Ferrari FF. And if you guys haven't gone to the last video to pick your champion, go back there. Now granted, if you're already seeing this video and haven't picked your champion, and you don't have a chance at the prize today, 3-pack is AMAX. Now you can still go back to that video, pick out your car from the list, and at least have some fun with it, but you won't be able to qualify for the prize. We've got our cars already grouped up into groups of 6s here, so you can tell we've already got some fast ones. So our first group of 6 is going to be this group right here. Let's get them on the track. Alright, here's our first group of 6 cars. So we've got the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, Corvette C6, Turbulence, Ferrari 458, the Aston Martin Valhalla, and the Ferrari 365. Let's get to racing. Alright, ready, set, go! Lane 4, I think that was the Turbulence. The Turbulence moves on. Look at that. V12 with 2 turbos on top. No wonder why he won that thing. Ferrari 458 was not far behind in that last race though. Let's see what happens. Alright, the cars are all set up in different lanes now. Let's see what happens this time. 458 was not far off from the Turbulence. Let's see if he can get it. Ready, set, go! And it looks like he did get it. Ferrari 458. Alright, the 458 was the winner of the last race, so he will be moving on to the opposite side of the tournament bracket from the Turbulence. Let's get our next 6. Here's our next 6. We got the Firebird, Ford GT40 LM, Evo, 65 GTO, 69 Copo Camaro, and the 70 Chevelle SS. Alright, let's see what happens with this round of 6. Alright, marks, get set, go! Lane 6. I think that was a Firebird. Firebird found a whole set of extra gears in that one to come back and win it. Really came from far from behind. So he will be moving on to the same side of the tournament bracket since he was the first winner in this race as the Ferrari 458. They will keep alternating each side for 1, 2, 2, 1 until we get 4 cars in each race and continue on. Alright, we got our next 5 cars up here. Let's see who's going to win this one. Move on. Your mark, get set, go! It's like the Camaro, 69 Copo Camaro took that one. The Copo Camaro moves on to the next round. We'll be facing the Turbulence. If you're worried that you may not win this thing and you have picked either the Copo Camaro or the Ferrari 458, just remember that our current champion, Ferrari FF, also lost in one of his first round matches, but he came back and he won the whole thing. Don't count yourself out yet. Next round of 6 coming up. We've got our next 6 lined up. We've got the Lotus concept car, Shelby Cobra Daytona, Ferrari Enzo, 1996 Porsche Carrera, 993 GT2, and Civic SI. Alright, let's see who's gonna win this one. Your mark, get set, go! Woo! That one was easy for the Lotus. That Lotus won that one by a long shot. I don't know if there's going to be anyone here fast enough to keep up with him. Let's see the next 5. On your mark, get set, go! Ooh, oh! And looks like they're pulling the Porsche off of the track now. We've got the emergency squad out there and rescue. And we've got the San Diego news team showing up to report on it. It's okay though. They all had to sign waivers before getting on the track, so we are perfectly fine. Let's keep racing. All right, the Shelby Cobra Daytona moves on. After that big accident from the Porsche, let's see our next 6 to race on. Here's our next 6. We've got the Ferrari F40 shell car, Aston Martin DB10, Honda N600, Volkswagen ID bus, custom 18 Ford Mustang GT, and Dodge Demon. Let's see who wins. On your mark, get set, go! Alright, the Volkswagen ID bus. Quick one on that one is moving on. And the Ferrari F40 is getting peeled off the track right now. He'll be ready to go for the next one though. Alright, let's see if that F40 can redeem himself now. On your mark, get set, go! Looks like he pulled it off that time. The F40 recovers from his first race, wins that one, so he gets to move on. We have our first side of each of the tournament brackets filled out now. We've got half of the field more to go though. Let's move on to our next 6 racers. We've got our next 6 lined up. We've got the Nissan GT-R R35, the ID edition, convertible Mustang GT, Jaguar F-Type Project 7, the Mercedes AMG GT3, the Lotus Elise, and the Porsche 911 GT2. Alright, let's see who wins this one. On your mark, get set, go! Woo! He was fast. And the Jaguar F-Type gets to move on. Now let's see who comes in second place. The Mustang was not far behind. Okay, we've got our 5 lined back up. Let's see who takes second place now out of this group. On your mark, get set, go! Ooh! That was the Lotus. And the Lotus Elise will move on to the next round. Let's pull our next 6. Next 6 are lined up and ready to go. We've got the Cadillac Escalade, the C7Z06, the GT500 Super Snake, the Lotus Evora GT4, Corvette, and Ferrari F40. Let's race them. Alright, on your marks, get set, go! Ooh, I think that was the F40, but not by much. Corvette was right on his tail. And the F40 did win it, but not by much. Let's see who comes in second place now. Can the Corvette finish it out? We're lined back up on the track. Let's see who's gonna take it. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, we got a crash from the Lotus, but it looks like the Escalade picks up the W over the Corvette. And it looks like the Lotus is gonna be okay. We're taking him off the track now. And the big bad Escalade with the FTEs is gonna move on. let's get our next 6 ready. All right, we've got our next 6 ready to go on the track. We've got the Dodge Coronet Super B, C3 Corvette, Nissan Skyline GTR, 65 Impala, 40-something, and the Porsche 935. Let's see who takes this one. And here we go. On your mark, get set, go! Looks like that's the 40-something. Looked like the 65 Impala had enough in the gas tank to get it done. Okay, 40-something gets to move on to the next side of the tournament. Let's see who's going to take second now. Okay, we've got our 5 lined back up. Let's see who's going to win. On your mark, get set, go! Ooh, and it looks like that one is going to be the Skyline. Skyline gets the win and gets to move on. And now we are going to move on to our last race of the first round. Here's those 6. We got our next 6 ready to go. We got the BMW M3, the Lamborghini Aventador J, the ID Batmobile, 2005 Dodge Viper, Ferrari Testarossa, and the Porsche 917. Let's race. Alright, let's see who takes first. On your mark, get set, go! Ooh, looks like it's gonna be the Batmobile. The ID Batmobile gets to move on. The Ferrari Testarossa and the Dodge Viper were not far behind though. Let's see who comes in second now. Okay, we've got our 5 lined back up. See who comes in second. Gets the last spot in the tournament to move on. Your mark, get set, go! Oh! The Ferrari lost it right at the end. The Porsche came back and took it. Alright, the Porsche 917 comes from behind to win that thing. Looks like the Ferrari spun out about 3/4 of the way down the track, got passed by the Viper and the Porsche, but the 917 had just enough to finish the job and win the race. He gets to move on in the last spot. Alright, we've got our 16 cars set for round 2 of the 48 car tournament. You gotta be really fast to move on. It's still gonna be double elimination, so you still have a little bit of leeway in order to get in. Let's move on to our first 4 that'll be racing. Here we are. We're all set up and ready to go. Let's see who wins this one. On your mark, get set, go! Woo! And it's a clean run from all of them, but it looks like the turbulence just destroyed them still. And the turbulence gets to move on. He only won by about a car length, but still seems pretty decisive. Ferrari was not far behind. Let's see if that F40 can pull in second place and move on. Okay, cars have moved sides now to keep it even. Let's see who gets to move on to the 3rd round of the tournament. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, close race at the end. It looks like the Lotus takes it though. The Lotus just edged out the F40 in that one. That was a really close race. Both of them were really fast. We're gonna move on to our next 4. Let's see who wins. Okay, we've got our next 4 lined up. Let's see who takes it and gets to move on to the next round. On your mark, get set, go! Slow start for the Skyline, but it looks like the F40 finishes off in the end. The F40 gets to move on. Maybe he can get revenge for his fallen brother and the other F40 that just lost to this Lotus. We are lined up and ready to go. Let's see who takes it. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, looks like the Batmobile barely gets ahead of the Lotus there. And the Hot Wheels ID Batmobile gets to move on, barely edging out that Lotus in that last race. Let's get our next 4 set up. Okay, got our next 4. Let's see who gets to move on. Your mark, get set, go! Woo, that Firebird is quick. Okay guys, so it was actually the ID Bus who barely edged that thing out. So let's see if the Firebird can come back and win it now. Okay, cars have all switched sides. Let's see who gets to move on. Your mark, get set, go! Ferrari's out front, and the Ferrari 458 ends up taking it. And the Ferrari 458 gets to move on. Guys, this is why we do double elimination. Right when you think you've got it won and you come in second place that first race, someone else realizes it and finds another gear and gets the job done. Good job to the Ferrari 458. Alright, next 4 are lined up. Only 2 more spots left to get into the round 3 of the tournament. Let's see who gets in. On your mark, get set, go! Escalade out front, Jaguar closes in, but looks like the Escalade still wins it. Alright, the Escalade gets to move on. Guys, we have 3 cars just in this group alone that all have FTEs on them. That might tell you something. Cars are lined up, different sides of the track again. We've only got 1 more spot to make it into round 3 of the tournament. We've seen fight from the Porsche 917, but that Project 7 Jaguar was pulling really hard on that Escalade. Let's see who's got enough to get it done right now. On your mark, get set, go! And it looks like it will be the Jaguar. The Jaguar wins it and gets to move on. Gets that last spot for round 3 of this tournament. I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. Hot Wheels ID cars and the Indonesian 5-pack car, the Jaguar, the Lotus, the 458 and the Escalade, 6 of them are all FTE cars. They all have nickel-plated axles. The other 2 cars, being the Turbulence, Ferrari F40, are just all metal castings. So we can see what we're up against here. Here's our last 8 of the tournament. Let's line up our next 4. This is exciting. Alright, win and move on, guys. Double elimination still. These cars will be making it to the finals if they win here. Let's see who gets to go on. On your mark, get set, go! Looks like it's the ID Bus? That was a really close race, guys, but the ID Bus ends up taking it. I thought for sure Turbulence was going to win that thing since it's been winning so comfortably all day today. But he still has another chance to get in there. Let's see who gets to move on to the finals with this ID Bus. Cars have changed sides. Let's see who wins and gets to move on to the finals. Your mark, get set, go! Oh, it looks like it's the Turbulence. The Jaguar was right there with him. We went back and reviewed the footage, and the Turbulence did indeed win that one. Very close. The Jaguar was in the lead for 7/8 of the race, and the Batmobile and Turbulence actually came through and passed the Jaguar at that last second, but the Turbulence just had that little bit of an extra gear with those turbos to get the job done. Well done. Next 4 are lined up. Win and move on to the finals. We know we've got this F40 here who's got some beef with the Lotus, but there are 3 cars here that also have FTEs as well. Let's see who gets to move on. All right, on your mark, get set, go! Close race, and it is the F40 getting his revenge. F40 gets his revenge and gets to move on to the finals. Now these next 3 cars were all almost exactly tied at the end of the race. These 3 FTEs. Let's see which one of these wants it that much more than the next. This is going to be a close race. Last spot to move into the finals. Who wants it more? On your mark, get set, go! And it looks like it will be the Ferrari 458. The 458 with FTEs ends up getting it done just ahead of that Lotus. So we have a look here at our finals. Now guys, we're gonna run as many races as it takes for there to be 1 car that wins 3 races. So you win 3 races, you win, and you get to move on, and you get to face the current champion, the Ferrari FF. Okay, we've got our first race of the finals. 3 wins, and you become the champion and get to move on and face the current champion, the Ferrari FF. Let's see who wants it more in this race. On your mark, get set, go! And it looks like the Ferrari F40 is gonna take the first one. Alright, the F40 moves on and wins the first one. He's got 1 win under his belt. You can still get caught though by any of these cars. They're all incredibly fast. We're also gonna keep switching cars over a lane as we continue to keep this fair for all of them. Let's see who wants race number 2. Your mark, get set, go! F40 out front again, and he takes it. The F40 wins its 2nd race. If he wins this one, he'll then move on and win the entire tournament. Could have a clean sweep here at the end. That would be pretty crazy among these fast cars, guys. Let's see if anyone wants to rip this thing away from him and compete for that title. On your mark, get set, go! And it is the F40 with a clean sweep and wins the entire tournament. Congrats to our other finalists that made it this far. 458, the Turbulence, and ID Bus all ran really well today, but none of them could quite keep up with today's tournament champion, the Ferrari F40. Really well done from the F40. Clean sweeped them all at the end. Really fast car. And let's take a look at our winner that picked the F40. In the comments below, it was no one. No one picked the Ferrari F40 to win it? What? And you all had a chance at the Zamax too. Better luck next time. Alright guys, let's see if the Ferrari F40 is quick enough to take out the Ferrari FF and dethrone him as the current champion. We're going to do this the same way we did this last race. 3 wins, and you are the new champion. Let's see who wants it more. On your mark, get set, go! Uh-oh. We're in store for a new champion, I think. F40 won that one pretty decisively. Let's see if the Ferrari FF can come back and win one if we change lanes here. On your mark, get set, go! FF's in the lead! Oh, it was much closer that time, but the F40 still took it. The F40 took the second race now. Let's see if the Ferrari FF can come back and win at least one race. You don't want a clean sweep against you as the champion, do you? Let's see who wants it more. Your mark, get set, go! Oh boy, F40 just ran away with it. Big thanks to all of you that commented and played along. And a big thanks to all of these cars that the Ferrari F40 had to go out there and beat and be faster than. There are some really fast cars in here, guys. That F40 is really quick. And a quick thank you to our support and rescue crew over here too. Did a really great job. The Ferrari FF ran a really hard race there at the end, but he just did not have enough in the tank to get it done against our new champion of the 6-lane quarter-mile drag race, the Ferrari F40. He will be our new champion moving forward. Congratulations. Guys, if you want to see more videos like this in the future, comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this video, what you'd like to see from us in the future, if you'd like to see more of these videos. And let me know how your pick did in the race. Did you do well? Did you not do so well? Who did you think was going to win and who ended up surprising you in this whole thing? But hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the little notification bell down at the bottom. And if we keep doing well with this, then we will keep giving out prizes at the end here too. And the more subscribers and the more commenters we have, the more prizes and bigger prizes that we can do to start giving away things like supers and stuff at the end. Comment down below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.